Picture this, millions of people, right now, staring at the exact same kind of screen, same blue light, same endless feed. Some are watching a video they'll forget in 5 minutes. Others, sitting in the same silence, are learning a skill that will change the next 10 years of their life. Same 24 hours, but completely different outcome. Most people will tell you social media is the enemy, that the algorithm is evil, and you're the victim. But that's not what this is about. The app isn't the problem. What you do with the minutes it steals from you, that's the problem. Act 1. The greatest journey ever started. 14 billion years ago, there was no you. No countries, no internet, no dreams, just energy, expanding into a universe that didn't have to allow anything at all. Stars were born and died, and each one left behind the raw material for something more complex. Eventually, on one small planet, life showed up. Not because it was promised, because the universe left the door open. Single cells became living systems became ecosystems. And here's the part people skip past. Every extinction made room for a new beginning. Progress was never fast, it just never stopped moving forward. Act 2. The animal that asked, why? Then one creature looked at its own hands and thought something no other species ever had. I am alive. That single thought changed everything that came after it. Humans weren't the strongest animal in the room. We weren't the fastest either. We survived because we learned, imagined, and cooperated. We created fire, language, tools, stories. Each generation handed the next one a slightly heavier torch until villages became civilizations, and civilizations became science, medicine, electricity, computers, the internet, and artificial intelligence. Thousands of years of progress, and every inch of it built by someone who chose creation over comfort. Act 3. The Modern Trap. And here's where it gets uncomfortable. We now have more opportunity than any generation in human history, and somehow, more of us feel stuck than ever, because the greatest distraction ever built now fits in your back pocket. Every swipe hands you entertainment. It rarely hands you growth. The problem was never scrolling once in a while. The problem is scrolling instead of living, instead of building, instead of becoming the version of you that's still sitting there, waiting. We are consuming more information than any humans in history and creating less than we're capable of. Technology isn't destroying your future. Your wasted attention is. Act 4. The people who win think differently. The people building extraordinary lives aren't more talented than you. They're just spending their attention like a currency instead of burning it like fuel. While one person spends 3 hours consuming, another spends that same time learning AI and multiplying what they can produce. While one watches a motivational video, another is lifting the weight, building the discipline the video only talked about. While 1,000 people argue in a comment section, one person is reading a book that compresses 20 years of someone else's mistakes into an afternoon. Some learn to write, some learn to edit, some build a business or an audience, one unglamorous rep at a time. Every valuable skill on Earth started as somebody's hobby. Every expert you admire was once a total beginner, and the internet, for all its noise, still rewards the creator more than it ever rewards the consumer. Act 5. The next chapter is yours. Someone living 100 years ago couldn't have imagined a smartphone, let alone artificial intelligence. Now imagine someone 100 years from now looking back at us. Will they remember this generation as the one that had unlimited knowledge at its fingertips and used it to scroll itself numb? Or the generation that finally used the tool to build something that outlasted them? History is still being written, and for the first time, almost anyone with a connection has a real shot at leaving something behind. Not because it's easy, because it's finally possible. You don't need to overhaul your whole life today. You don't need 10 new habits or a flawless morning routine. You need one decision. Stop being only a consumer and start being a creator. Because the future isn't going to be built by the people who watched the most. It's going to be built by the people who made something. There are 2 types of people reading this right now. The first type finishes this, locks the phone, and opens the app anyway. The second type finishes this and opens something they're building instead. The real question is, which one are you?